fairy check-in reading where I am going to use my fairy oracle deck to check into the energies connected to. Oh wait, why is this going so? Why is it so? I'm gonna check into the energy with the fairies, the elves, the forest, spirits, the elemental spirits wants to let us know. Angels, ascended masters, archangels, I hereby invite you into this divine circle. Protect me from every watcher and protect every watcher from me for any hidden or subconscious ill intentions. If you're new here, ooh, and you see how that fell? If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for watching. What am I sensing? I'm picking up that something or somebody is going to be like either shocked to figure out what we're gonna read, or somebody is like shocked that I'm gonna read about it. Like somebody could be like, oh, whoa, is that really like true or happening? So now now I hear the word concerned. So now I feel that, so that person might be concerned, or something we're gonna expose is gonna make them feel concerned. 19, fairy queen on the bottom. 9 plus 10, 29. Oh wow. Keeping us from completing a cycle by just gossiping about us. They try to constantly put dirt in between your new beginning. There's something that they, or whoever, because I keep saying they when I just refer to the opposite team. It's like the opposition, the party that doesn't align with my party. That's how I just view it. And my voice started cracking again like in the last video. So I hereby also protect my throat chakra, all of my chakras, for all the energies that find residence in this video and on my channel. I don't know if is this better? Oh wait. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of shadow. Dear fairies, good folk, and elemental spirits, what do you have for us, for the collective? What do we need to know? What has been tried to get past us? What whispers do we need to see up front? Wait, what was that? What whispers? What truths do we need to be upfront about? That's what I wanted to say. Now I'm feeling really distracted. So this is somebody who doesn't understand why something isn't working on you, collective. 16, you feel and you see how the energy shifted. There's now also this peace and calm. And I said a prayer. So it's like saying your prayer, praying, however you do that, your scripture is going to protect you from this energy. You're going in a complete opposite direction. Do you see how she's kind of, because the card fell sideways, how she's going upwards? She's going upwards. And these people, they want her to go sideways. They want them to go and travel with the clouds. This is 8 and this is 7. This is somebody that wants to do something to you to keep you in the cycle of reincarnation, in samsara. They want you to stay stuck in this infinite cycle of constantly pulling in between following your own direction and following the direction of the crowd, or people that are actually fake leaders but present themselves to be the head runners of a new wave. Okay, people who feel like their brand, clothing brand or music is really popping and they feel like they're headliners, okay? But in actuality, they just swayed the crowd with some bad magic or negative energy, but it's definitely magic. A lot of indoctrination, spirituality being abused to infiltrate into people's psyche and mind, to indoctrinate them, condition them, they don't want me to tell you this, and manipulate them into believing something else than their eyes and intuition is actually telling them. So, and these people are noticing that it's not working on you, okay? Viewer, collective, watcher. 8 on the bottom. Like I said, they want to keep you in this cycle of samsara, of doing bad things, because they know that that's how you stay small. That's how you always step out of character, and that's also how you will always receive negative karma, how you will never grow, how you will never become a better person, because you constantly engage with this energy that keeps you stuck there, because it's not the energy of you being your authentic self. And only with you being your authentic self, you will open possibilities and doors that are meant for you and meant to make you greater. So if they make you believe that you should not be something or somebody that they really want to make you trip, and they want to make you doubt that what you feel is really wrong. So just a word of advice: retreat, revise, reflect, and then jump for it again, because these are people that don't want you to correct yourself, because they know that if you correct yourself, you're patient enough to give yourself the time to really discern and look at what is true and what isn't. And these people, they don't want you to be yourself. The reason why they don't want you to be yourself is because the opportunities, yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but we will get back to there. We will cycle, go back to that cycle. They want you to stay stuck in that cycle of not being who you are, not thinking who you are, not feeling how you actually feel. Like, for an example, yeah, because now I'm hearing this term, you might feel like you're a baddie, and then these people want to make you feel like you're not a baddie, because they, in their head, in their minds, they redefined the word baddie because they recreated something new. And this is very good. Now I'm getting a good example. Thank you. So they're using the example of an OG Y2K baddie and a baddie of this new wave. There is a very big distinctive difference, because the OGs of the 2000s, the Y2K, the whole trend, those are the runner-ups. Those are actually the people who created, and that was all based off of their own authentic self. Those styles, I'm not saying that that's to be true, but it's giving it as an example. So the Y2K style was coming more so from an authentic, original place. Girls actually really like to put their hair up funky because there was a raver scene, and it was the 80s and the 90s, the ending of the 80s. And there was a rise in pop music, well, actually ending of the 90s, yeah, I know. So, but the influences from the 80s and the 70s, that was all co-created, because those were the kids of that generation. But now our generation is just like mimicking and copying. It's like they copy something, put their own twist in by, for example, making the colors more bright and changing the looks of certain, yeah, how do I say that? Those bag charms, like puppets and things that we have, like plushies and everything. They change what kind of puppet it is, but it's actually the same. But pardon me, you can clearly see it's not their original essence. So these people want you to believe that your authentic way of expressing yourself, or how you like to dress, that it's not of this time of age. It's not cool. People don't fuck with it. Yeah, Spirit is not saying, but then why, if people not fuck with it, every time you go outside, even if you look like trash, right? Trash. People look at you, people stare at you. Sometimes people even compliment you. You can feel and sense the energy of people actually fucking with your clothing style, or with your aura, or your jewelry, your accessories. And it's all so different from these people trying to make you sway towards a direction that isn't yours. And I'm feeling like this hurt kind of energy, that these people do that because they themselves once flocked away from their own authentic self, right? So, and yeah, everybody knows misery loves company. It's like a normal thing now. It's not even like in the beginning when you learn about spirituality and all this, and I'm just saying all this as in how energy works, what kind of humiliation rituals there are, collective experiences versus personal experiences, parallel timelines, people going through the same things. Because, for example, you, my viewer, you could be living on the other side of the complete world as me, but we could have experienced all the same things energetically or spiritually at the same time, in the same age, the same dates, but have never known or found out. So it's like those parallels, this is also part of that journey. This is part of of becoming like spiritual, becoming and understanding what the world and life is actually about through spiritual wisdom. And actually, I want to say, let me correct myself, spiritual philosophy, or a philosophy rooted in spirituality. Because, sorry for rambling, but this is really important. You have to fund your argument. These people, yeah, they're really trying to attack my throat chakra. So these are also people that don't want you to speak out. They don't want you to be yourself. They don't want you to literally use your voice, to come in contact with others, to talk with other people. These are people who want to completely isolate you and shut your body down, okay? And like I want to say, these rituals, these things that are happening, first you might see it as, okay, people are actually bullying me because they hate me. Later, when you become older and more wise about your subject that you are interested in, you will realize that this spiritual bullshit of like people always coming for you and blah blah, that is literally just a normal push and pull. That's the fight of order and chaos in the world. It's normal, okay? It's like yin energy and yang energy. They're constantly pulling on each other, but they're pushing each other away because they're trying to steal and grab like land. They try to conquer one another, but they can't, because the pushback of the other is just as big as the resistance of the other. So this is just the normal game of life, right? And you are winning because you're not giving in to that resistance. When you narrow this down, of course, this can be like people at school or like at college, or your coworkers or your neighbors being very fake, or people at your job. Like I said, your coworkers, this can be somebody above you or next to you who always has an opinion about what you bring to the table, the solutions you speak about or speak on. Okay, I was looking like, am I even recording? So it's like they really make you doubt. They make you doubt yourself because they want you to doubt if you're actually... Yeah, because what can I use recording to as an example? These people want to make you doubt that something is true, that something really happened, that it's timeless. And like, you are timeless. They are temporary, you are timeless. And these people or energies, like I said, you can narrow it down to something small, but you can also see it bigger, okay? You can even see it as love versus hatred. There is hatred in the world that tries to conquer everybody who loves, but it's impossible because love always wins. And the reason why is because, and this is, no, I'm not going to share that because that's part of a project. Okay. But like I said, love always outshines and wins over hatred. And with that being said, it doesn't mean that hatred doesn't exist anymore. It means that it will fight harder against love, to make love submit to hatred, to change its own essence. And just like that, this is also happening to you right now. But we're going to figure out more and more how so. It's pretty general because it is a collective reading. I mean, if you want a personal, you can book for a personal reading. You can email me. There are a lot of services that I offer. We can always come up with something. I'm pretty cheap, 88 cents a minute, including taxes, okay, VAT. So yeah, for those overseas. What else? Fairies, good folk, elemental spirits, please give us that what is hidden, enlighten us. Thank you. Yeah, they try to keep you on your toes, keep you from resting. This is, again, it's number 8. So there is something about, and this is 878. So I forgot to put that in the other reading. 747 was that the angel number. To 22, that's 4. They're really trying to cut something in half, okay? They try to make you smaller than you actually are. Yeah, now I'm hearing somebody in the ether say, I'm gonna put you on the chopping block and chop you to pieces. Yeah, now I'm hearing a verse. I'm gonna put you on a chopping block and chop you to pieces. No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that verse. But there was like, it's like this energy of somebody using his voice. Because artists, rappers, gift of gab, somebody is abusing their spiritual gift for evil. and the evil that they're spewing on is over you. This is somebody who wants to manipulate you, change how you actually feel about your own life, yourself, your energy, by spewing a false image or in truth an illusion over what you actually need to do or how you actually feel. So you eventually accept this narrative that they speak on over you, and then you change who you are. You disconnect from yourself, and when you disconnect from yourself, when you change who you are, you give into, I feel like I want to say the hatred. I feel like I want to say the energy that wanted to control you. Now I'm hearing inhibit you. So that's kind of scary. That's giving me like skinwalker vibes. Like something wanted to sit in your skin, in your body, in your behind your. Somebody wanted to be. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm getting somebody wanted to push you out of your body, your spiritual, like your vessel. Somebody wants to push your spirit out of your body so they can sit in your body and your spirit will dwell and be lost. And it might be still attached to your body, but you won't be feeling it like that. And now I'm feeling like a sting, like a burning sting on my left thigh, close to, I feel like I want to say my private area, but it's burning really strong. And there's nothing going on there. But it's, oh yeah, well, I always have those weird, like, what's on this? Love to lounge. So it was like my button was on the place, the button of my pants was on the spot where I was burning. And on that button it says love to lounge. So they wanted you to sit on your ass and just not complete your tasks, whatever you feel driven to do. They don't want you to put in any effort to make your life better or expand in your profession. And the biggest reason for that is because they benefit from something. We're going to figure it out with tarot later. But I feel like when they can take away your rest, your peace, your quiet, you become restless. And when you become restless, the energy that you release, it feeds them. That's how it actually really feels. And they want to like cut you up. They want to have you. They want to like break you in two or something. Because from 8 to 22, it's, of course, it's like a higher up, but it's like cut down to smaller pieces. That's why it's 22. Because it's actually 4. And that's the half. And they want to, yeah, they want to affect your pride. They want to affect your royalty. Like what you deserve as an energy to receive in this world while you're alive. I really believe that some people, because they're more genuine, they will get and receive better or more. You know, there is a hierarchy. I strongly believe that there is a hierarchy, but the hierarchy is based on how pure is your heart, how kind-hearted, how good are you, or how bad-hearted you are. And it doesn't have to be like intentionally, but that is what they look at. So you can be subconsciously mean, but that it doesn't mean that your heart is impure, but you will still receive karma, but just not that as bad as somebody whose heart is actually evil and intentionally hurting other people. And I feel like there is something about this energy that has no goodness in their heart. This is an energy that is, yeah, they're saying black heart, black soul, and not, better to say actually dark. But with black, they wanted to refer to the darkness, the abyss, the emptiness, the dark matter in our universe, and it's complete chaos. It's just, there is something very dark. This soul it's a dark soul, okay? So this is an evil soul, a malicious, malevolent, benevolent spirit, that type of energy. Yeah, and now, because now I had like the visual of a kind of spirit wanting to like energy vampire trying to hiss and come at me, but my auric bubble protected me from that, and they bumped against it like a bird against a glass window. That's how it actually looked like it, and then they left. So it's like they can't get through your protective barrier, and it's pissing them the fuck off. That's what I'm actually getting. Like, it's pissing them actually the fuck off. Like, if they would have the freedom without consequences to hurt you, they would literally take days. They would take their time with you. That's what I'm picking up from this evil energy. Yeah, now they're explaining to me and I'm feeling they are completely sucked in by dark matter, chaotic matter, the dark side of the world, evilness, hatred, blindness, vindictiveness, maliciousness, arrogance, greed. Like, this is really like, you are completely opposite. You are light, you are positive, you are genuine, you are kind, you are reasonable, you are tolerant, you are forgiving. These things do not exist in this enemy's world. What else, please? 2 more cards. I'm not gonna do that. This wanted to fall on the ground, so I'm not gonna take it. It fell on my elbow. And there's this saying in Dutch, I kind of forget it, but it always reminds me of this teacher I had at school, and she was such a rigid and cold-hearted bitch. And that was my opinion of her. And it lighted up because later, as I almost left that classroom, like when you continue to a higher level, higher grade, she told me about some things that she experienced as a young girl. And when I heard that, I remember I was like maybe 7 or something, or 6, or like 6, 7, or 8. And I remember thinking, wow, if I would experience that at my age right now, I would also be very mean later and bitter and harsh. And I would also say these ugly things to children in the classroom. And then I thought, but she's an adult, so she should have known better, because if I realized this at this type of age, she should have done better. So, okay, I will forgive her by not viewing her as such a fucked up person, but I will still hold her accountable in spirit, and I will not be as nice to her as I actually am, because she doesn't deserve it. Like, this is somebody who doesn't deserve your kindness, your good-hearted energy. They literally don't deserve to get in touch with it. Like, this is, yeah, and now you need to learn how to give people what they deserve. If somebody is beating you with the stick, sometimes it is good, instead of crying and asking, please don't do it, to literally kick their ankles down, get the stick, and I won't say stab them, but don't do that. I might cut that out. And literally get that stick out of their hands and beat the fucking living shit out of them. Just to make them feel and understand, you know what? You want to bully me? I don't deserve it, so I'm gonna teach you and show you what it means like if somebody like me would become the bully that you deserve. Like, it's giving that energy. It's really weird. It's like a clapback energy. But these people fell to hell. These people are ready to... This is somebody who... Yeah, it reminds me of something that happened in my personal life. So this is somebody who is literally living with... This person is on the level of demons and demonic creatures, dark entities, the forced spirits that hurt people, that scare people because they live off of fear. And yeah, this always reminds me of literally a devil. Like, this reminds me of Baphomet. So it's a Satanist, actually, but they believe that they're not a Satanist. And if they do believe or say to themselves that they're Satanists, then it's just them telling themselves and nobody else knowing. They tell people that they're spiritual or doing like brujeria or like santeria or something like that based off of their roots. But they are cold-blooded Satanists. Like, they say, thank you, Satan, and they think it's funny as well. Like, they make jokes about those type of things. And my platform, the people that I guide or try to teach, I try to make sure that you are aware that we don't even joke about those things, because we take speaking very serious, because we understand what energy does when you speak it out into the world. And even making jokes, it's unnecessary. It's a waste of energy. And that already shows the big difference between you and them, collective, because they are so spiritually, like, I don't want to say like incompetent, even though it's a good word, but they're so uneducated. They're so ignorant still. They're on a very low level compared to you when it comes to just life experience, emotional wisdom, maturity, intellect, intelligence. They could read all the books they want. They could go to every degree or study whatever they want, but there is just something in their brain that just is not making them expand, and that's a limit that you don't have. Okay, for them, yeah, they're saying it's like a children lock, because this is somebody who abuses wisdom and information and knowledge as well. This is a power hungry, wow, they're saying devilish whore. Like this is a whore of the devil. This is somebody who also gives into those orgy things. And um I will not judge your sexual expression, but I will tell you that there is a very karmic energy when it comes to differences in sex. Being with two people where those two people love each other and having tantric, genuine, open hearted sex is divine. Two guys, two women having an orgy, fucking each other because they just want to climax all the time, that is the most disgusting karmic energy that there is. Because these are probably also people, especially if they don't do STD checks, their body fluids, like they smell. These are people that do like evil things. Some people like witchcraft shit. They talk shit about others. This is somebody who will, for example, just gonna say it flat out. This is somebody who will eat your pussy, say to your face that it was good, but the next morning or the next week they will ditch you and then tell everybody that your pussy stank. Like that's type of hoe. That's a stank ass hoe. That's the type of person, like that's so demonic. That's literally that switch up. That's a devil. That's a demon. You're like, you're a karmic piece of trash. That's why people walk all over you. And that's why you have to put a mask on in society, because you know that if you are yourself, nobody's gonna fuck with you. And I know that how do you say that? I know that I'm getting under your skin, because otherwise I wouldn't feel that energetic resistance every time I speak out and expose you for who you are. I'm not gonna take this card, but that's the type of energy this person is. What else? The fairies, yeah, because now I'm hearing somebody say, wow, these fairies are really, like, these fairies, they know. These fairies know. Like, these spirits, they hear everything. They know and see everything. And I think that's also why people don't really fuck with you, collective, because you have this claircognizance, this knowing that you don't even know how you know those things, but you just know. And it shocks the fuck out of people, because it makes them feel like you like spy on them, or that you meditate on them, that you pull cards on what is going on in their life, or that you like act like an FBI or something and completely cleanse out their life or their energy, like trying to spit and dig up dirt. Like they think that you are doing to them what they do to you. And that's why they hate you so much for it, because everything that you say and do is correct about them, but everything that they say about you or think is true is like wrong. And that's what they can't handle. They can't handle that. They can't handle it at all. What else? Fairies, good folk, elemental spirits. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. 7. Wow. 8. 8, 7. 8, 7. Perfect, man. So, yeah, this is somebody who wants to burden you. They want you to carry their burdens. They want to, I feel like I want to say they want to destiny swap their burdens onto you. It's not even destiny swap per se, as in, okay, for example, Collective is meant to write a book and become #1 bestseller worldwide and establish a business. From out of that business, they will help young children in countries of need to teach and read by opening up libraries, investing your money into that. This is somebody who doesn't want to go after that, but they want to go after the skill in your vessel, like in your character, the gift, something like discipline or stamina, the passion that you hold in your heart, the energy of that passion, that what is motivating you. Like they want to steal that from you, because they think, why would you help all those children if I can use that money to help myself? And they also want that part, that motivation, that drive, that skill of yours, that talent. It's something very unique, and it's very protected because I can't even put my finger on it. And I always have, when I see that, I don't even want to, because it means that it's something that you haven't woken up to yet. And you have to initiate through certain situations in life around you to understand how precious you actually are, okay? And I'm feeling something, it's very soft, it's tender, it's vulnerable, it's genuine, it's something, it's very pure. But that's the same skill or talent, drive within you that helps you evolve and helps you release burdens. And this person is so burdened by their own trauma and the lack of work that they have done, because this is not somebody who goes and journals about their feelings. They journal about the people that hurt them, and then they would say, this and this person has treated me so bad, I hope that their mother dies or that they get into a car crash, because when they told this to me, I got so furious that I wanted to pull my own fingernails out of my hands. Like, it's very psychotic and shit like that. And then you have you and your journal, like, this person said this to me, I don't know why it hurt me, I felt sadness within me. So I want to try and figure out where that sadness comes from. It made me think of when I was a young girl or boy or child and I experienced a similar situation with friends. I made the wrong decisions back then. Blah blah. Like you reflect back, and without blaming other people, you don't blame other people for your shit. You take accountability and you look at yourself and you're like, what can I do to improve? And this person just writes shit in their journal about what others should do to improve. Like, they rant. Like, ranting is not journaling. I don't know why people think that ranting is journaling. Like, no. That's why y'all literally are delusional. You make up words that benefit you. You make up definitions so the word benefits you. Like, you recreate and redefine a definition so the word benefits you. I'm gonna write that down. Pardon. You redefine words so the definition benefits you. It's like this person, that's why they're mentally ill. Like, there's something really, like, yeah. I'm gonna be so serious when I say this. But when we talk about people that actually, that I believe don't deserve to be here, it's people like this. Even though it might be that they deserve to be here because we learn from them, but this is like a lost egg. Like, like we could have we could have lived without you, darling. Like, that's what I have to say. And this person, they literally believe and created this narrative in their mind that feeds this ideology that what they say is true, that what they create or believe is true, but it isn't, because it's not aligning with anything in reality. Okay, factual reality. Like, it doesn't make sense, but because they bend it in their head, it makes sense. So this person has been gaslit or traumatized so badly that they are still living from out of that trauma. Yeah, it's fucked up. And I know it's fucked up to say that I don't believe that this person should be here. But yeah, unfortunately, bad seeds, they exist. And some people, you were just never meant to grow. Like, you were never meant to pop up as a seed. I'm sorry, but that's just it. God don't like ugly. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then it's like, always when I say these things, like, I hear them fight back in the ethers, because like I said, God don't like ugly. And then somebody wants to say, so then why are you here? It's like, this is somebody who's so cranked up. Like, I amp up your ass so bad, and it's just because you're so like lost. And I think it's because you don't want to admit that you're lost. you don't want to admit that you're just weak. You couldn't handle that strength. Like, you don't have the strength that you tell people that you are or have. But the thing is this, the moment you admit and acknowledge that you're weak, that is strength, and that's when you will become strong. So I really hope that if whoever you are, if you resonate with being the hater, the negative person, I really hope that you start to change your mind and realize, like, wait, I really should change my ways. Maybe I should admit, like, I am weak, I am incapable, I am incompetent, etc., etc. Because it's going to help you actually get in balance. It's going to actually help you become wiser and nicer and kind and genuine. Like, it's gonna melt your heart, because your heart is frozen. It's like dark water. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. So I want to get out of this energy very quickly. Yeah, it's like sociopath, psychopath energy. This is somebody who wants to switch that with you because they want you to carry their burden so you can deal with their trauma, because they don't want to or don't know how to deal with their trauma. And they are used to making this work with other people, but it has been taking a long time with you. Something isn't really working. Something got stuck along the way. And I feel like you act like you give into this power play, you give into them trying to submit you or make you submit, but you know in the back of your head, like, I have so much space to grow and to change. It's not definitive. Is that how I said it right? Pronounce it right? Yeah, because in Dutch it's definitief, and in English it's definitive. So it's like, it's not I'm like, it's not started out. It's not. Mm, like, it hasn't been set in their ways yet. You just act like it. Yeah, you play it along for a period of time, and then the moment they want you to walk behind them or go through an initiation, like through the door, that's when you slip. Like, that's when you just, instead of going through something, you go over it. Like, you get over it. Like, these are people also that they carry their trauma and their burdens with them because they feel like going through it is like a superpower that they lifted, instead of really releasing how it made them feel, because it's many times projected from the abuser. For an example, somebody abused you and you left that relationship from 10 years, you get stuck in this ego mindset thinking, yeah, I came over and I won from a narcissist. I've been stuck to a narcissist for 10 years. Yeah, I'm a victor. Fuck these narcissists. Yeah, fuck those narcissists. I fucking hate narcissists. Blah, blah. Like, you literally turned into the narcissist. But now you're hating on yourself. Somebody who actually heals will look at it and be like, wow, I overcame it. And I'm proud that I did. And now it's also time. I worked through all my emotions before it started, when I went through it afterwards. It's time to close the chapter. That situation does not define who I am. And these people, like, I really want to beat this person. So this person really wants to beat me up. Like, these people, these dark people, they do want you to define yourself based off your trauma. They want you to let your trauma define you. They want you to be thinking, I'm a victim, nobody loves me, I'm still the hurt girl because my daddy wouldn't give me love as a young girl. But now you're mature and you're like, wait, my father was just emotionally immature. Damn, I know better now. Okay, well, I don't blame him, because I look at my parents' past and I can see they didn't have the tools to become wise. You forgive them and you let go. These people hold a grudge to their abuser. So these people are wicked. That's exactly what they didn't want me to expose. Because that energy that energy, what I just did, the wicked, and that's them. That's them. So these people could have Afro-American or African roots. They could be Jamaican, Surinamese, Caribbean. They could be from Tobago, from Trinidad. These could be Ethiopian people, Habesha, doing witchcraft, all that stuff. These are, yeah, these could be black people doing this shit too. But yeah, it's giving like Jamaican as well. And now somebody wants to call me racist because I said it can be Jamaican, and then they're like, yeah, because she probably said because the word wicked, and it's not only a Jamaican word. Like, that's how crooked they are. Instead of thinking like, okay, she's just channeling what she's feeling. So these people don't know how to separate their own trauma. So these people are still stuck also in that colorist or racist mindset. Like, these people, they experience burdens and fucked up things, and then they hold a grudge to it and to that, and then they literally take that grudge to the grave, and they feel good about holding on to that grudge. Because it doesn't even have to be black people. It can also be your white ass neighbor Susie with the glasses. But because she dibbles and dabbles in African magic or hoodoo or voodoo, I might pick up on African energy, you know? So, but it could be anybody. Like, you as a viewer need to feel for your own intuition what's correct. So I want to clarify more about this energy. Wicked! Like, like what? No, and now I'm hearing, yeah, because I had, yeah, I know Jamaican. Six of Wands on the bottom before we begin. It's their pride, their ego. They want to, yeah, Five of Wands. That's how they win over their trauma. They believe that they overcome their trauma. You see how dark this star is? That's why it's that. Oh, I love this deck now already. I didn't even see that. A star should be enlightening. It should be light and bright. And it's just dark. It's black of color. Yeah, it can represent the dark man, the black man on the horse, for sure. But how I see it is the representation of the symbol of a falling star. It's like, it should be enlightening. It should wake you up. And with the Six of Wands, this speaks about pride. Also winning, but it speaks about pride. Also thinking that you're better than somebody else. These people, they struggle to see you, viewer, for who you are, because they struggle with themselves. They hold a grudge to things that people did to them. And they want to hold other people accountable for their grudge, because they're like, well, I see that collective is treating me in the same way this person did, even though collective didn't traumatize me. They should be punished. Like, that's the type of mindset these people have. What else? Clarify to me the sleeping energy, please. This. 17, please. The World, Two of Wands, Prince of Wands. They want you to waste your future away. Oh, because I said I didn't even read the last card yet. That is definitely correct. I didn't read the last card yet. That's number 3. So they want you to like rush and forget. Yeah, they want you to block your intuition. They don't want you with the World, the Two of Wands, and the Prince of Wands. 19, the Sun. They don't want you to go outside. They don't want you to have fun. They don't want you to show yourself. This is somebody who wants you to isolate. This is somebody who doesn't want you to engage with other people, make contact with other people, travel the world. This is somebody who doesn't want you to be happy. They want you to be stuck. They want you to only go outside for hasty groceries. They want you to stay indoors like every day. They don't want you to socialize. They want you to like not enjoy the sun, not enjoy the nature. They don't want you to enjoy the summer. They want you to stay stuck in between two ways and always being passive and waiting. Like, oh, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? But nothing is gonna come. You need to fucking go out there. You know what I mean? And these people don't want you to do that. They want you to make you think like, oh, you need to wait for a sign. Like, now is a sign to seize the day. Carpe diem. But no, bitch. You seize the day every fucking second. You need to go outside. And that's that indoctrination. And yes, collective, I called you a bitch because wake the fuck up. You ain't stupid. And this is also how I talk to myself. So no, I'm not gonna tone it down. This is the tough love side of me. You are so much more stronger, and you know shit. You know you ain't lying. The fuck? You know you ain't lying. You know your intuition is on point, but you act like it. Oh, I'm a victim. People do magic on me. People get me stuck. People gossip about me. I've been there too. Just smack yourself in the face, wake the fuck up, get your shit going, and leave the house. Do your thing. Make your money. Engage. Be yourself. You know the world loves you. But if you're gonna believe in this bullshit, then yes, stay at home. Stay the fuck home. Don't show your face, because then y'all don't deserve this shit. And that's also maybe also a sign, like, constantly giving into this bullshit energy of other people wanting you to be who you are or wanting you to change your life. That's how you keep giving away your power. And then you want to pray to the Most High, God, divine angels, please protect me and cleanse me and keep me safe. Like, no, you're doing this to yourself. Like, yeah, this shit irritates me because I take accountability for the shit that I do. So when this shit happens to me, I straighten myself up within the same hour and I get back to business. So I'm gonna hold y'all to the same standard. Unless you want to believe in this dumb shit and hide yourself and constantly act like you're a victim, thinking that you cannot get past something, thinking that you're always going to be guided away towards a place or a person that has the wrong intentions for you. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's a good way to give. That's literally self-sacrifice. These people don't need to sacrifice you because you're doing it yourself. Yeah, my ancestor came through for y'all. I don't know. Y'all been lazy as fuck. In that same mindset. I'm unworthy. Nobody loves me. I don't have friends. Who can I call? Your dumbass knows you have friends. You know who to fucking call. You know you just paranoid. You know you overthinking because you don't know how to deal with this. And instead of then just doing it, dealing through it by doing whatever you need to do, you just whimper and you give in to this energy. And that's exactly the energy of these people. And you give into that because you believe like, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. And like, this is also confirmation for me, my own personal journey, yeah? So it's not like I'm thinking like, oh, I'm better than you, blah, blah. That's not true at all. We're all equal. But when it comes to efforts, you need to do more. That's why shit's not changing, Archangel Michael said. Verbatim, he says. So that's like energy you need to get out of the way. And then because 7 plus 3, 8, 7, 3. That's 4. That was the 22 on the bottom. And this is 2 again. 3, 2. They want you to completely break down to a singular number. They want you to go from 8 to 2. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. They want you to go from 7 to 8 to 2. They want to push you into an energy so they can break you down, because they can only break you down when you're in that energy. And then when you're in that energy, they will completely break you down to probably 0. Because from 2 to 0... it's 2. And they have been going from 8 to 2 to 2. So they use your mind and your body against you, or your spirit. Mind, body, spirit. 1, 2, 3. Mind, body, spirit. So they use either one. Spirit, soul. Mind, soul. Body, spirit. Spirit, mind. Whatever it is, however you're infected. Because infected, yes, this is literally spiritual diseases. People sending you spiritual disease, people trying to corner you, spiritually bullying you till you get into a vibration that they control, that they have more control over in that vibration. And that's what they believe, of course. But that's where they can hit you where it hurts. That's where you're vulnerable on that vibration. And that vibration, collective, is when you're on your lowest. When you're lacking discipline, when you're lacking structure, when you're not listening to yourself, when you told yourself today, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this regime. I'm gonna eat 3 meals, I'm gonna drink all this water, I'm gonna eat this fruit salad. Literally after a few hours, oh, I don't know, I feel hungry, I kind of want to get a takeout. And you skip your whole meal plan. That's when they get you. Not living to your own truth. Not abiding by your own law, the law that you yourself, who you are, knows you need to be who you need to be who you actually are, authentic, your own law. Because I could be hearing abiding by your own law. Like, other people should not be able to tell you what to do. You should not be so controllable. And that, yeah, because now something personal is coming through. Like, I am never this controllable. I've never been like that. So I don't understand why my collective is going through this. Because then my collective just exists out of a herd of so many sheeples, or people that doubt that they're a sheeple or not. And I need to awake you. I don't know what it is, but I don't fuck with this energy. So, and you should not accept it either. And this is not the energy that I've been going through in my personal life. This energy, no. I haven't felt this energy, not never, but I haven't felt this energy in 2 or 3 years. So that means then, if these people are still trying to get me, then yeah, this is confirmation that I'm reading that they're still trying to do shit behind my back. But I'm so on such a high vibration. I already did this rising up. So I don't feel that they're doing this to me anymore. That's why this energy, it's a no-no. They want you to steer away from your intuition. Yeah, they want you to break your own heart. So you become materialistic and greedy. So they want you to change what worth means to you. They want you to look at materialistic things as more worth than substantive meaning. So how is somebody's character? Is somebody's heart good? Is somebody kind? They want you to focus on what can this person give me based off of their salary? How big is their house? What kind of car do they drive in? And that's typically the devil work. So yeah, I don't want to even go there. I've been saying this for so long. You can watch all my other videos. It's like I'm repeating in different message. Like all my readings, all of them, they are a little story and they form a book. And that's the book of my wisdom, okay? It's full of tips and tricks and truths. And you need to make notes, not me. It's in my head. I already know what I need to do. I already know how my future looks like. I already know how I'm going to pass away. I already know what's going to happen when I die with this earth. But you don't. You need to put in the effort to find out all of those things if you want to. You cannot let somebody else, like, how do you say that? Because Dutch have voorkouwen. I don't even know if you have it in English. Like, you cannot be holding somebody's hand your whole life. Repeating the same messages over and over and over again. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. Interesting. Okay, clarify the 7 energy of Saint Nick. And then I'm gonna close out the reading. What do we need to know about that? About the world, the magician. Yeah, they want to burden, yeah, here, you see? They want to burden your magic, Ace of Wands. They want to burden the influence that you have in the world. So that means that who you truly are, when you are who you are, the vibrations that you give off, Princess of Wands, they want to put you to the Page of Wands. They want to make you a beginner again, a beginner of spirituality, and not the powerful master manifestor that you are. So they want to completely bring you down and make you doubt everything you've worked hard for and learned about when you... oh, sorry, because something... Yeah... That sounded really bad, but it's because somebody's crying. I was watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Season 6, episode 19, reunion part 3, 33 minutes. And Whitney was crying because she went to her husband, Justin, at the reunion because... oh, I can't spoil it if you haven't watched it. But it's been out for a long time. But she was crying to her husband at something. And I catched her in the moment. I'm like... sniffing. So no, I'm not watching anything sexual. But that's a good example. These people, they don't want you they want you to doubt what is true. Like, you know for yourself, for example, I know I'm not watching something dirty. Why do I have to justify the people on the video of the reading that I am not? You know, they want you to constantly move out of your way to live a life or become who they want you to be, because when you do that, you limit your reach, you limit your spirituality, you limit your magical influence on the world and the people around you. Like, you will not become the magician. They want to burden you. Pardon me. And do you see how we first talked about breaking your heart? There is this crack in the hand, looks like a broken heart. Can you see it? This? Yeah, you can see it. This looks like a broken heart. And we saw the Three of Swords. And now we had the Two of Wands. They don't want you to see or know how strong your magic is. Your magic changes the world, okay? Your creativity changes the world. Your energy changes the world. And you reach very far. They don't want you to know how much influence you have. Do you see how the Pentacle is reversed? They want you to believe that you are demonic, that you are the demon, that you are doing something karmic, that you are abusing your gifts, that you're sacrificing it. But the thing with all the scratches on this hand, with the Ace of Wands that I'm getting through right now, and with the fire on top, it's like your energy is so... Like, you've been through so much to get to this point. Like, you have so many scars, battle scars, that now your weapon, like, it's equipped with so much energy that you can take out the biggest demon on earth. Like, honestly, that's how I'm gonna close out the reading. And they don't want you to know that. So now I'm very curious. Is this demon the devil? The devil himself. Three of Wands. Yep, because he's coming for you, baby. You have 3 angels. 3 very strong and big angels, but 2 of them, and 1 is blossoming. You see those 2 open flowers and 1 is growing? The one that is growing slowly... Wait, how am I... Where are those hands going? One angel, like, I feel like I want to say 1 cherubim, because these are giving cherubim vibes, and I know they might not show the card, but one of these angels, they're not even holding a wand. This angel holds the middle wand, this one holds the right one, and this angel here is just hiding behind 1 angel. Those are the 2 wands. So they don't want you to know that there is something that you need to conquer later in life to help and really save the world. Like, with your energy. Like, your energy, it literally saves the world. You save the world. Your energy saves the world. Prince of Swords and Chariot. You're on a journey and a mission bigger than you right now are aware of and will know. To the Princess of Wands still. 3 of Wands. It's coming. So yeah, it's a bit... You have something to really conquer. Something to really fight. The devil, you know? Like, that's why these people... These are just his little minions. And they're using... He's using his little minions to kind of waste your time. You know, when it's like the final boss in a game or in a TV show or something wants to tire you out by sending these little demons to you, and then you get so tired and drained that you can't finish him off. That's this energy. But the thing is that you don't get tired. You don't get drained. You were born to slay this dragon. So, and these people, they want you to believe like you aren't, like you don't have anything you need to slay that dragon. They don't want you to think about that. They want you to stay stuck. Yeah, they want you to see yourself not as the magician, but as somebody who's just playing on earth, having fun. Like, your destiny or your mission is just to just have trips, enjoy, have a good and chill lifestyle, Like, okay, you can get all those things, but that's not your mission, honey. Your mission is not to chill. Your mission is to kill the beast, okay? And it's coming. It's really coming. That's why they want to weaken you and distract you. The beast is coming. The beast is coming. The beast is coming. And it's here to collect your heart. So are you gonna pay attention to it because your third eye grew and you became spiritually more aware? And are you gonna cut this motherfucker up? Or are you gonna let it steal your heart? Look how his nasty ass face. He's like, haha, I got your heart. Like, are you gonna let him? Are you gonna let the devil steal your heart? Here, Wheel of Fortune. What did I tell you? That's how I'm gonna close out the reading now, motherfucks. Always talking shit, thinking that I'm wrong. But yet you're back here watching another video of mine. I want to say, playing my song. Because haters do the same with my music. No, she can't rap. Her beats are basic. She's so bad. Wow. But yet, where are all those 1.2k views coming from then? It's you trying to loop. How did she put the snare in this beat? How much BPM do you think it is? Wait, is that a loop? Did she sample that, or did she just create that in the producer thing itself? Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing, collective. It doesn't matter who you are, what you wear, or what you don't. Haters will always hate you, because that's what they were created to, just spew hate. There are actually people born that were born to just be evil. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I don't give a fuck anymore. If you don't believe that shit, get the fuck off my channel. Because I'm not gonna let you just watch me as if I'm some guinea pig in the back of the class. How are you gonna respond when I'm gonna tap on the window? Is the guinea pig hearing me? Like, what the fuck? Bitch, we hear you. And when we're free, I'm gonna bite you in your hand. Like, that's the energy. So thank you for watching, and bye.